Hello, student learning process of subject mobile application development. We are in the third unit, that is components and layouts. So today's our topic is Android application structure. In this topic we will study what is the application structure, that is how the files are maintained inside the particular application which we will create. Course outcome includes develop rich user interface using components and different layouts. So the learning outcome includes to study Android application structure. POs involved are PO1, PO4, PO6 and PO7. So coming to the Android application structure, it looks something like this. When we create any application, at the right side uh, we can see our project structure. Project structure is not here we call our project as a application, single standalone application. So as we can see in our application there are different types of files stored. So it is stored in our project folder. Project means app folder. So our app folder consists of different number of files. These are listed as from number 1 to number 9. So the first and the most important folder or a file which is Android manifest.xml. Second is the Java folder which contains main activity file. All the coding we do is in the main activity file. Main our Android manifest.xml contains the markup or whatever the structure we have used in our application, that is layouts, buttons, text box. This all markup is stored in XML file, whereas the code part is stored in Java file, that is our main activity file. Drawable folder consists of different static resources such as image if we have used static, as well as dynamic, as well as layouts. So the main activity XML is there, which contains the XML structure of the layout we have used in our file. Similarly, there is a MIP map. MIP map consists of different folders which contains different files which we will study. Along with that, there is a values folder which contains themes like colors, different colors we have used. String.xml contains string related files, and style, that is we can style our application with the help of different CSS, that is cascaded style sheets. And the last, which is much more important, is our Gradle. Gradle is a structure which maintains the overall view of our application. That means how the file is maintained, how the file is stored, how it performs the data manipulation, how it is executed. So the while running our application, we can see our all the file structure in the Gradle. So one by one we will see each file. So the most important file is the Android manifest.xml. Every project or every application in Android includes a manifest file, which is the Android manifest.xml. So every application you create will consist of Android manifest.xml file. It is stored in the root directory of its project hierarchy. Here project we call it as application. So it is stored in the root directory of the application. The manifest file is an important part of our application because it defines the structure and the metadata of our application. Along with that, it contains components and its requirements. So whatever the layout, buttons, views, whatever the components we have used in our application, all its data as well as structural format and along with that metadata about these components is stored in our android.manifest.xml file. So this is the most important file. That's why it is stored in the root directory of our application hierarchy. This file includes nodes for each of the activities. Activities are nothing but the UI screens. Services which run in background. Content provider, what it does? It does the communication between our application and the Android system. And broadcast receivers, these are used to send different notifications that make the application using intent filters and permissions determines how they coordinate with each other and other applications. So this file is the most important file in our application structure, which contains all the metadata and the structural information of our application. Next is the Java file. All the code part of our application or the user interface is stored in main activity.java file. So the Java file contains the Java source code files. These files are used as a controller. Controller means class for controlled UI. UI means our layouts, which we will study in the next videos. UI is nothing but the layout. Inside the layout we can restructure our user interface. That is, UI consists of different layout which may be one column, two column, three column, depending upon the user requirement. So all the code part of that is stored inside the Java file. It gets the data from the layout file, and after processing that data, output will be shown in the UI layout. It works on the back end of the Android application. So Java file is nothing but a controller or a class file which contains all the information about the layout structure as well as the code part of it. The main function is to store the code part of the user interface which we have used in our activity. Next is the drawable file. A drawable folder contains resource type that can be drawn. It contains variety of files like bitmap file. Drawable is simply a resource file which contains various types of files in it which can be drawn, like png image, bitmap image, vector images, shapes, layers, states, and different types. Layout, this is another most important. A layout defines the visual structure of the user interface such as UI of an Android application. So the layout are nothing but the predefined structure with which we can create our application. The layout, depending upon the user requirement, we may use different layouts like relative layout, absolute layout, frame layout, which we are going to study in the next videos in detail. So this folder stores the layout files that are written in XML language. You can add additional layout objects or widgets as child elements to gradually build a view hierarchy that defines our layout file. Next file is a mipmap file. Mipmap folder contains the image asset file that can be used in the Android Studio application. So the mipmap is nothing but the image related file which contains different icons, action bars, tab icons, and notification icons. So it is much more similar with the drawable file which contains various resources, static as well as dynamic. So the mipmap file will store different type of icons for different use. Color.xml, it contains color resources of Android application. Different color values are identified by unique name that can be used in the Android application program. Simple example of color.xml is different type of themes we can use in our mobile devices. String.xml, it contains the string resources of the Android application. Next is the style.xml contains the resource of the theme style. Whatever the colors or the themes which we are using in our application, that style information, that is CSS information, is stored in style.xml file. Next one is our Gradle file. This defines the module specific build configuration. Build configuration means whenever we build the project, that is whenever we debug as well as try to compile our project, the build information is stored in our build.gradle file. Here we can add different dependencies what we need in our Android application. So the dependency part we will see in the fourth unit, in which we can add multiple dependencies to a single activity or a application in Android. So this is the most asked question in recent MSBT exams, that is draw and explain the application structure of Android. So what we have learned today is about the Android application structure. So thanks for watching the video lecture. In the next part we will see our topic number 3.3, that is we will use different views to create our Android application. Thank you.